everybody, welcome back to my channel. You're gonna have to excuse a couple things. The camera is not on a tripod, it's just set in front of me on my desk, and the focus might be a little off, but it's something I'll work on. And second, in my voice, I have a slight, well, I'm pregnant, so I have this weird like pregnancy congestion going on, and it's not going away, so you'll have to excuse my voice. So anyways, today I wanted to talk about products that we use, or I use, when my 4-year-old or 1-year-old have a cold, virus, cough, fever, stuffy nose, that type of stuff. I just wanted to show some of the arsenal of products that I keep on hand to use. I just wanted to show the arsenal of products that I keep on hand, and I actually have run out of a few things, so this is not even all I sometimes keep on hand, but these are the things I keep stocked and use to take the edge off of whatever it is they have. I want to be sure and state that these products are natural products. This is about more natural medicines and things that we use to take the edge off. They're not a cure-all. They're not necessarily a cure-all. They won't necessarily work for you. They may, you never know till you try. They can't hurt to try. So you're not going to see things like Tylenol or ibuprofen. Not to bash on those, because those are always on hand in my cupboard as backup. But these are the things I try to use first, just to help, you know, give them some relief, see if it does work, see if maybe I can combat the cold or virus before it gets really bad, or, you know, just take the edge off, help them sleep a little better, not be as cranky, so that I can sleep better and not be as cranky. So anyways, let's jump into the products that I have on hand. So one of the first things I want to start with is something that can be used on a daily basis before your kid even gets sick. It is the Honest Company's Kids Immunity Boost. And I'll show it right here and give the camera a second to focus. I bought this about 3 weeks ago, and I've been using it to see if maybe it does help the kids with their immunity. I mean, it doesn't hurt to help build their immunity. This is basically a powder that you can mix into their drink, their milk. I put it in chocolate milk so my kids don't taste it. And it's like a light purple, very fine, powdery substance. Show it right there. And like I said, it's from the Honest Company, and it's supposed to help boost their immunity. So you can use this every day of the year just to help keep their immune system up a little bit. Or when they're sick, I know you can use double up on it, or I think maybe even triple up on it. Don't take my word. Remember, I'm not a doctor. I should have put a disclaimer in. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical person. I'm just a mom who uses trial and error to see what works for me. So it is a gentle and effective botanical formula, ultra pure natural, and it is in the flavor Tiny Berry. I go to great lengths to hide the flavor because my kids are weird. So it is basically elderberry fruit extract, astragalus root extract, and 2 other extracts that I can't even pronounce, but I do know elderberry is common in helping people with their immune system. So I just mix about 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon of this into their milk or chocolate milk, or even their yogurt, and just, you know, help out with their immunity. And I mean, my kids tend to pick up colds a lot. We travel a lot, so they pick up colds a lot. So I even take this with me traveling to hopefully boost their immunity so that we don't get sick as much. Okay, so let's jump into when they are already sick with a cold. What do I use? I have, first, if they have a cough, I have the Highlands Baby Natural Leaf Cough Syrup right here. And I usually, with my 4-year-old, have to hide this in something. With my 1-year-old, he'll take it down with a syringe. But it is a homeopathic cough syrup. So I try to go to this first before using, I mean, you can't even get regular cough syrups for 1-year-olds. For 4-year-olds, maybe. I've never bought a regular cough syrup for my kids. This usually does the trick in combination with some other things, which I will talk about the combinations I use. This doesn't necessarily work the greatest on its own, but if you pair it with a vaporizer, like a steam vaporizer, and a chest rub, which I'll show the ones I use later, it does definitely take the edge off of the coughing. So yeah, this is the Highland Baby Cough Syrup, and you can use this from 6 months to 1 year of age. So that's awesome because there's nothing else on the market really as far as regular cough syrups go that you can use on children that young. So that's the cough syrup. I also have a nighttime tiny cold syrup by Highlands Baby. So it's the same brand, but it's their nighttime cold syrup. So when they have, you know, typical cold symptoms, this stuff is supposed to help take the edge off so that they can rest better. And I don't use these two together, obviously. If they just have a cough, I use this. But if they have a lot of symptoms in combination with a cough, or just like stuffy nose, you know, not feeling well, aches, all that kind of stuff that come with a cold, then I do use this tiny cold syrup. So it's relief of runny nose, congestion, and occasional sleeplessness due to colds. And once again, this does take the edge off in combination with a vaporizer in the room and a chest rub. I use it in combination with those. So there's that. If my child has a fever, I try always using first Kids Relief Pain and Fever, and it's homeopathic in a cherry flavor. Comes in this little bottle here, and it has the little syringe attached. Pretty standard. And this does reduce the fever in my children in average fevers. Now, if they have a really high fever, like above 101, I'd say I usually go for the Tylenol if I feel like this is not taking it down quick enough, or if they've had the fever for a little while. I do go ahead and give the Tylenol so they can rest better at night, so they can sleep better. It's really hard to sleep with a high fever, I feel. So if they're like 101 and below, I do use this, and I do feel like it does lower the fever. It does. I hesitate saying because I don't want people to rush out and buy and think, oh, this didn't, you know, take my child's fever down. Every kid is different, and I think it depends on the fever, what they have. But this Kids Relief has worked for me. I mean, I've been using it for the last 3 years with my 4-year-old daughter, and I've also used it on my son too. So I also use chest rubs. I find chest rubs to be so extremely helpful. The one I have on hand right now, because I've run out of a few of the other ones that I use, is the Honest Company's Organic Breathe Easy Rub. It helps clear stuffy noses and support a good night's sleep. It's menthol free and petrolatum free. It just looks like this. And I mean, I've used this a lot, and you get a good amount. Smells really strong. So pretty standard. I just rub this all over their chest, and I give it to them in combination with one of these and the vaporizer in the room, and I'm telling you, they sleep so good with the combination of those three things. And I know this is kind of like a wives' tale, but I do rub some of this on the bottom of their feet and put some socks on just to keep it in and get it soaked in. And I don't know, I feel like it does make a difference. Some people have said that, wow, it does make a difference when you put it on their chest and the bottom of their feet. And some people said, you know, it doesn't really work. But like I said, you never know till you try, and it cannot hurt to put some on their feet. So this is the Honest Company one. There is another one, I wish I had it on hand, that works really, really well. It's a chest rub for coughing, and it is homeopathic. This is not helpful because I don't remember the name, but yeah, I mean, I feel like they all kind of do work the same. The homeopathic ones, they do a great job, just as great as like the Vapor Vicks rubs, but this is just the one I have on hand, and it does work good, and it lasts a long time. You get a pretty good amount, and I even have used this for when they're just coughing, like nothing else. And I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about chest rubs, but they work on my kids when they're just coughing. It works. So one of my top suggestion is, if your child has a cold, stuffy nose, all that, and you want to try homeopathic for a night or two, see how it works, get a chest rub, and then get the tiny cold syrup, and then put a steam vaporizer. We have a cool, actually, it's a Cool Mist vaporizer. I'll see if I can grab it and show you guys. It's a Cool Mist vaporizer, and it's really helpful. Put it next to their bed. So those three things. So then the last two things are not necessarily medicines, but they're products to help your child sleep a little better when they're already feeling sick, or when they're recovering from being sick and they just need a little assistance. These are nice. The first one is a rub. It's Badger Certified Organic Night Balm, and it's lavender and chamomile. And obviously you would use this when they're kind of over the stuffiness, because this is not for stuffiness. This is just to help calm them, help them sleep a little better. It's just a nice little rub you can put on their chest and even on the bottom of their feet. And I've used this a lot and it's barely gone down. Like, there's a lot in here. It's not goopy. It's very firm, and when you rub your fingers on it, it kind of melts in your hand, and then you put it all over them. And it has a very nice calming lavender chamomile smell. So yeah, this is nice to help them sleep and rest better. And then I have the Mommy's Bliss Sweet Slumber Mist. It's a gentle mist for baby's blankie, pajamas in bed. It has lavender, chamomile, and ylang ylang. And this is what it looks like. And I just mist this all over their pillow, their pajamas, the bed, you know, in the air a little. And it just has a really, it gives the room and the area they're sleeping in a really nice, calming, relaxing scent. And I feel like this, in combination with this, do help them relax, sleep a little better. And I don't know, I like the smell. I think it's nice. So those are the arsenal of products I have on hand for combating a cold virus homeopathically, if that's a word. Those are what I have on hand, and there are other really great products out there too. So if you use any, let me know below which ones you use. I would love to check them out if I haven't already. And like I said, invest in a cool mist humidifier. I believe that's what they're called. They do help. They help a lot, especially in combination with these other things. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you use. I'm always looking for new stuff. I'm a mom who likes to shop, unfortunately, but at least I'm shopping for good cause, right? I can use these things. These things help my kids. So anyways, I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day whenever you're watching this, and don't forget to subscribe for more. I'm going to be posting a lot more regularly. I know when people say that, they never do, but let's hope I do, because I really have fun talking to you guys. All right.